How's everybody been? I don't know if you can notice, but I'm a little bit swollen and puffy. I just had my wisdom teeth removed, and so I do not feel like I'm looking my cutest, but here I am anyways. Today I just wanted to talk about my writing plans and writing goals for the summer. I have been beyond enjoying spring so far. This weather is it's giving me life. It's giving me energy. I'm super excited for the summer. And I actually have some big life updates that I'm going to share in more details in future videos. But I got a new job. I will be teaching history at a classical school part-time starting in September, and I will be doing that while working on my master's in history at the University of Edinburgh. So teaching part-time, doing my master's part-time. It's going to be very, very busy, and I have a ton of prep work to do this summer. I have to prep lessons, I have to get ahead on readings, and I want to really hammer down a bunch of the details for my master's thesis. I also want to take time this summer to focus on my creative projects. I have 3 projects on the go. I have Project Abner, which is my next novel. I have Project Orange Peel, which is kind of a memoir of my university years and the exploits of me and my closest friends. And then I have Project Apple Tree, which is a family history that I really want to prepare for my Oma and Opa and give it to them as soon as possible so that they can enjoy it. And so those are the big projects. And it can be really hard day to day to get motivated to work on big projects like these when you just never seem to be getting closer to the finish line. But I think I'm going to challenge myself this summer to spend at least an hour a day writing. Whether that's on these projects or not, that's okay. So I've compiled a whole list of writing prompts, letter ideas, journal entry ideas, prose and poetry ideas, just prompts to kind of get me going. And I hope to take this time in the mornings throughout the summer. I find that my brain works best in the morning. I'm most creative. It's kind of my quiet, alone time. So if I just sit down for an hour and write whatever I'm feeling that particular morning, whether it's just following some of these smaller prompts or whether it's working on one of my bigger projects, I am going to commit to just going for it and doing it. Yeah, you can't say you're a writer if you're not writing consistently, and that's how you perfect your art. That's how you produce, even if the majority of what I write is garbage and I never share it with anyone, it never sees the light of day. Some of it might be good. Some of it might help me achieve my aspirations of being published one day. So another thing I want to do this summer is I want to try to write in new places. I don't know if it's realistic to challenge myself to write in at least one new place per week, whether that's going out and finding a secluded area in nature, a new coffee shop, just a new place to just spark new ideas. I think that would be a very beneficial practice. I also want to challenge myself to write one short story a month. The reason being that I have a close friend, who her and I are hoping to collaborate with her doing illustrations and me doing the writing for different projects. So I really want to just produce a bunch of short stories. I've already sent her 5. I probably have 10 that I could give her, and I just really want us to be able to fall in love with one and just go to town and just illustrate it, try to get it published, just come up with a final product together. I'm really excited about those collaboration opportunities. So I figure if I am writing at least one short story per month, eventually there's got to be something that sticks, that really works, that she feels passionate about, and we've got to get there at some point. So yeah, overall, I think that's a good starting place. I'm going to write for an hour a day. If I'm not feeling like I'm super into any of those 3 big projects and I need to just work on something smaller, I'll go to my prompt list and I'll try to work with something there. Try to write one short story per month and send it to my friend. See if we can finally make a collaboration happen. And then also try to write in new locations and see if that helps my inspiration. So I did think I would share. So here's my writing plan. And I did want to share some of the prompts that I came up with you guys. I'm not going to share all of them because some of them are very personal, but I did create 3 different categories: letters, poems, journal entries, 5 different categories. I don't know why I said 3, prose, and questions. An example for a letter prompt: I could write a letter to my future daughter. I could write a letter to my 30-year-old self. Right now I'm 22. 8 years down the road, what do I want to say to 30-year-old Carolyn? Write a letter to Jesus asking him all your questions about heaven. Write a letter to death. Write a letter to Europe. Some poem ideas. Write a poem about your ideal home. Write a poem about your vision of heaven. A poem about why a history matters to you. Try to write poetry about the mundane, simple moments in your life. Write poems about places you visited and what they mean to you now. So instead of, being in Europe and writing about what I'm seeing in a certain moment, I can write about my memories of Europe and what about those memories sticks with me now and what those moments mean to me now. Journal entries. For journal entries, these are mostly personal. Prose. Write the kind of fairy tale you wish you'd heard as a child. Write character descriptions for members of a literary circle. Yeah, these are just some examples. I don't really want to share the rest, and I've only worked on it for about 20 minutes, so I think I could use a little bit more time to come up with some more prompts for myself. But yeah, that's my prompt page. And this spring book that I have here, I think is going to be my summer writing journal. So far, I've done a bunch of scrapbooking and writing down quotes and little memories and little poems and things from my experiences of the spring so far. And I think I'm going to take this journal with me through the rest of the summer. I'd love to see it filled. I mean, this is a nice thick book. I got a 3-pack of these off of Amazon and they are serving me well. And so yeah, I'm super excited to get back into creative writing this summer. I really don't know how it's all going to turn out or if I'm going to be able to meet these goals or have the time to do it. But I am going to challenge myself and I'm going to stick to these resolutions that I've made in this video. And I want to challenge you too. If you are an aspiring writer, if you've watched some of my previous videos, you know that I kind of struggled to write during the warmer months because things just get busier. I want to be outside more. I want to be active. You kind of miss that cozy autumn feeling where all you want to do is like burrow down with a book and a notebook and a cup of tea. That kind of goes away in summer. And so it's a lot harder for me to feel literarily inspired to read and write great literature. But I want to learn how to overcome that this summer. So if you relate to this at all, if you have any tips for me, any advice for me or for other viewers about how to write during spring and summer and what kind of plans and goals you have for yourself, please share them in the comments below. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video, to listen to me with my half-swollen mouth ramble on and on like I always do. Yeah, I just appreciate it so much, guys, and I'm excited to share my master's journey, my history teacher journey with you guys soon as well. So stay tuned for that. Yeah, anyways, I will see you guys in the next one.